Have you ever wondered what it's like to live with someone who's supposed to be your parent, but instead turns out to be your worst nightmare? My name is Alex, and I want to tell you the story of my friend. Let's call her Emily. She lives in a small suburb of Chicago, and she's only 16. On the surface, she's just a regular high school girl. But if you look behind the facade of their home, you'll find something that would make anyone's hair stand on end. Emily has two younger siblings, Jake, 13, and Sophie, 11. Their father, Michael, is a doctor who works late into the night. And this is where the real nightmare begins. Their mother. For as long as Emily can remember, her mother has subjected the family to emotional abuse. But in the last couple of years, things have escalated so much that the line between reality and insanity feels blurred. Emily once told me, "In my mom's eyes, she's the perfect parent. But in reality, she's a manipulator and a bully. She wants everyone to think she's such a good woman. But at home, she turns into a monster." Here's the first contradiction. Her mom tells everyone about her hard life and how badly the kids behave. But in reality, everyone in that house lives in fear, afraid to even breathe too loudly around her. Every single day, Emily wakes up not as a teenager, but as a maid. She cooks, cleans, and looks after her siblings. And her mom? She comes home, takes a shower, and heads straight to bed to watch TV. "You have no idea, Alex," Emily told me. "I spend all day and night running around the house, while she just lies there and complains about her life. But the weekends and holidays are the worst." That's when her mom becomes a ticking time bomb. A single piece of paper left on the floor can trigger a screaming match, complete with things being thrown and threats being shouted. And then something happened that no one saw coming. One day, about 8 months ago, her mom tried to crash the car with the kids inside, just because she felt stressed. Sometimes, it seemed like things might change. For example, when Emily's dad once tried to take the kids away to protect them. They checked into a hotel, thinking they were finally safe. But her mom somehow tracked his phone, showed up, and then lied. "The police are downstairs. I was in a car accident." Sounds like a movie scene, right? But this was real life. That night, her parents fought for hours. Her mom blamed her dad's traumatic childhood and promised she would change. For 3 days, she acted differently, but soon everything went back to the same nightmare. Emily doesn't have friends. Her mom won't let her go out or be alone, because that would mean losing control. The result, complete social isolation. Emily even found her own way of fighting back. She started recording audio. Now she has over 8 hours of screaming, threats, and fights. A real archive. But even with that proof, her dad is terrified of divorce. He believes that if her mom got even partial custody, the kids' lives would be in danger. "I'm exhausted, Alex," Emily admitted. "I clean until midnight, then collapse in a bed with no energy left. And I don't know how much longer I can survive this." Right now, Emily's life is pure survival. She hopes that one day her dad will finally make the decision to leave. But for now, it feels like a dead end. Her mom grows more aggressive, while Emily herself is losing strength and faith in a normal future. What do you think her father should do in this situation? Leave and risk custody? Or stay and try to protect the kid from the inside? Now imagine, you live in a house where every day is a survival game. And you never know when the scream will come, the sound of things being thrown, or something much worse. Emily and her family's life turned into exactly that kind of game. Her mom screamed almost every evening. But in the last 3 months, it got a lot worse. She stopped limiting herself to words. She started threatening to hurt herself and the family every single day. "I'll kill myself if you disappoint me again," she would shout. And then she'd add, "And I'll take you all with me." Can you imagine what the kids feel when they hear that from their own mother? One evening, the mom snapped at Jake again. She yelled and hit him, and when the father tried to step in, she slapped him. Yes, the mother hit her husband. And in that moment, Emily realized their family was on the edge of a real catastrophe. In public, the mom acted perfectly. At the store, at church, at neighbor meetups. She was the smiling, sweet woman everyone called a model mother. But at home, a nightmare. And the scariest part was that this mask made everything worse, because who would believe the kids if they tried to tell the truth? And then something happened that no one expected. Emily told me her mom decided to take control even harder. She completely forbade her daughter from communicating with anyone outside the house. No friends, no wokes, no personal life. "You're too young to make decisions. I know what's best for you," her mom said. Meanwhile, Emily quietly cried at night, realizing her childhood was over even though she was just a teenager. Add another layer to this. Emily trains gymnastics professionally, 5-hour sessions 4 times a week, plus tutoring. She hates it. Every day, the gym feels like a prison, but her mom won't let her quit. To her mom, it's not the child's sport, it's her own image. Emily even got seriously ill, but her mother forbade treatment. People will think I'm a bad mother if they find out. So now Emily lives with constant pain she hides from everyone. Emily keeps a secret fear diary. She writes dates, times, and everything her mom did. Sometimes she even notes smells. It smelled like her favorite coffee when she screamed at me, or there were shards of a plate on the floor while she kept yelling. Each entry is proof of what's happening in their home. Emily's father is seriously considering divorce, but fear paralyzes him. If he leaves, the kids will be alone with their mother for at least a while. If he stays, they'll live in constant terror. Emily told me, "Sometimes I feel like we're trapped with no way out." By this point, Emily's hope is fading. She keeps gathering evidence, but inside she feels her strength running out. Every day is like a countdown. The only question is when her mom will do something after which retreat will be impossible. If you were in Emily's place, would you use your recordings as evidence? Or would that only make the mother angrier? Have you ever felt like you've reached the point of no return? That ahead lies either freedom or disaster? For Emily, that's exactly what her home looked like. One evening, her mom exploded because Jake left dirt on the floor from his shoes. She screamed so loudly that neighbors' lights flicked on in their windows. Sophie covered her ears and cried. Emily rushed to protect her, while their mom grabbed a vase and hurled it against the wall. Shards flew across the room. "You ungrateful kids," she screamed. "I should never have given birth to you at all." In that moment, their father shouted back for the first time, "Enough! You're the one destroying everything." And then something happened that no one expected. The next morning, their mom acted like nothing had happened. She made breakfast, smiled, and talked about weekend plans. "Good morning, kids." Cheerful voice, as if she hadn't thrown a vase the night before. And that was the scariest part. Emily told me, when she acts calm, it's even worse. Because I know it won't last. And another explosion is coming. In secret, Emily kept collecting recordings and diaries. She dreamed that one day she could show them in court and prove it was unsafe to live with her mom. Her father supported her, but fear paralyzed him. Every night he sat in the kitchen with a cup of coffee, shuffling through papers and whispering, "What if the judge doesn't believe us? What if she takes you away from me?" And then one day, her mom crossed the final line. After another fight, she screamed, "If you file for divorce, Michael, I'll take the kids and make sure you never see them again." It was an ultimatum. The family realized they couldn't live like this anymore. Emily told me, "That was the first time I thought maybe we just wouldn't make it out. That it would all end in tragedy." Now Emily still lives in this hell. She's exhausted physically and emotionally. But she has something she didn't before: recordings, diaries, and her father's support. Her life is a fight between hope and fear. She dreams of the day she can walk out of that house and never hear her mother screaming again. When I listened to Emily, I literally felt chills. A 16-year-old girl living the life of an adult, working around the house until midnight, enduring screams and threats, yet still holding on for the sake of her brother and sister. She told me, "I don't know how much longer I can last, but if my dad ever decides to leave, I'll be ready. I have everything recorded. We have the truth. The only question is whether anyone will believe it." What do you think could actually save these kids? Evidence and court? Running away with their father? Or just surviving until the day Emily turns 18?